Hi, my name is Samantha Clark, and this is my reading review number 2 for Method Semester 1. So first I'm going to talk about our reading on why literature and how literature. So we had Smith, Rosenblatt, Langer, and Gillespie for our reading, and we discovered that literature can be used to give students a multicultural perspective. They can see through the eyes of people from all around the world at various time periods with various historical context and culture and what is affecting them in their lives at that moment. It's like a time machine. We can hop anywhere into the past and look at how language was during that time, what it was to live during that time. Say we could read Walt Whitman's poetry to see what it was like during the Civil War from his perspective, and the art movement and homosexuality. And we can use that when we teach to couple nonfiction and fiction. So we can see the artistic creation, we can show them the language, how it was developed at that time in relation to historical context. So we want students not to just know about historical context, but see how people reacted to it. So we need to teach literature from that perspective, from both an aesthetic and a critical standpoint. Why writing? So Burke, Anderson, and Gallagher all discuss why do we write? Why do we write essays, narratives, informative pieces? Students learn through writing. It develops metacognitive ideas. It helps students think about thinking. They can formulate through writing and organize their thoughts versus just discussing all the time or just reading all the time. We need a way for our students to critically look at pieces and to show us what they've learned and to do that in the future. A lot of what Anderson talks about is that there are so many jobs out there that demand that people write at a certain level, and they simply don't. So we need to make sure that we're teaching that. So how to teach writing? A lot of what we're reading from Burke, Gallagher, Anderson, Murray, and Jago is that we tell students to write, but we don't necessarily walk them through it. I put the pillars here for Gallagher because he has these pillars that say that we need to write more. There needs to be modeling. There needs to be more writing instruction, because we're simply telling students to write, but we're not telling them how. We're not walking them through the process, and we need to be able to do that. They need to know how to structure their thoughts, how to support their thoughts, and they need to do it as frequently as possible so it becomes natural for them. And then most recently we talked about grammar. Anderson, Gallagher, and Martinsen in their pieces, and a little bit in the books, how to teach grammar. So it should be integrated in writing. Martinsen specifically says that we need to teach along with students' own writing. Anderson says that we need to do it through modeling. And so it's probably most effective to do both. We need to model effective grammar for students. They need to look at modeled pieces and state what's effective about it, and look at how they use complex sentences and appropriate grammar for the situation and academic language. And then to use Martinsen's ideology, we can have students look at their own writing and figure out how to improve. So all of these things are contributing to our writing lesson plan right now and to what we're going to teach in the future. We need to be able to purposely tell students, why are we reading this book? It's so that you have a contextual understanding of the Civil War, or that you develop empathy for people that are from lives completely outside of yours. Why do we write essays? So that we can teach you to organize your ideas and support your ideas with evidence. And we learn that through these other pieces. Thank you so much.